This is the story of how I made my own version of the stock market. It all started back in 2021 when I created a project called the mock market. Let's dive in. The mock market is a way to trade with the stock market with fake virtual money, and I made it as a test for myself, being my largest project at the time. For this project, I decided to use Python for two reasons. Number one, at the time, I had spent a lot of my 3 to 4 years of programming in Python, so that's where I was most comfortable. And two, I already knew how to implement libraries in it, and that would be vital in this project. So let's go back to the start, a blank slate. The main thing that I wanted to focus on in this project was an account system. That way, users could save their stocks and portfolio to revisit later on. I had never used anything like a database before, so I didn't really know where to start. Since I was using a code editor called REPL, I looked into their own database library. The way it works is pretty simple. It is basically a dictionary that is stored in your project, and values and keys can be stored in it. Although it took a lot of time and well-structured systems to get working, this part ended up being one of my proudest creations even today. I was amazed by how much magic could be achieved just from storing data, and how useful it was when you got it working well. With the account system out of the way, it was time to move on to the market part of the project. Originally, I had two main ideas for the stocks available in the app. One part was going to be real-life stocks like Apple, Nvidia, Unity, and so on. Another part of it was going to be a completely new market with made-up companies and simulated events that would affect them. However, as I kept adding new features and getting new ideas, I never got around to making that custom market. But hold on just a minute, that doesn't mean it's not happening. I still think it would be cool to add this to the project and would be fun to play around with at the same time. For that reason, if this video somehow gets 50 likes, I'll add that and post an update video later. Back to the real market, I found this API called Yahoo Finance, and it was just what I was looking for. It lets you access data about any stock in the US market whenever you want, and for free as well. After implementing this, I built yet another system using the database to save the portfolio and own stocks to the account. But here's where things got complicated. Using the database system that I was using, there was only one place that stored all of the values, including usernames, passwords, stocks, money, and some other things I added later on. This brought up the question, how would I know whose stocks were whose? Since each key could only have a single value, there's no way I could store every piece of data under the user. I needed to think of a way to fix this, or else I may not finish the project. Here's where I came up with the save system. This save system started off as a manual way to save all data to the database, but I later made it automatic. The idea is pretty simple, but very effective for my specific case. Instead of just saving the data normally, each value has a suffix. The suffix consists of the user's username, which comes after the specific data type. This key includes another dictionary of the actual data needed to store. This system is easily expandable to include more data and more users. This also made it possible to add a history system, which I was also very proud of. It tracks all actions the user makes, like buying and selling, including the date and amount of shares from that action. After polishing some things up, adding a help command, view stock command, and the ability to sign out, here's the final product, for now at least. If you want me to continue this project, including the custom markets and leaderboards, let me know in the comments and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Until then, I'll see you in the next video.